Yes, that's me.
All right,
Good.
we're on. All right. I'd like to welcome everyone to the April 8th, 2023 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board this year. To my left is Vice President and fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. To my right is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis, our Administrator Tracy Davies, and Deputy Administrators Dawn Houston and Eric Hostetler here. And Sarah Denova and Jen Walraven are our clerks, so we can begin.
Resolution number 23-374, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held May 4th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-374. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 23-375, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0505.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-375. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-376, in the matter of canceling the Commissioners' sessions scheduled for Thursday, June 8th, 2023, and Monday, June 12th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-376. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-377, in the matter of delegating temporary authority to the County Administrator.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Vote?
Vote on motion 23-377. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-378, in the matter of recognizing May 2023 as Mental Health Month in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Do you want to say anything? Yeah, sure. You're up, Deanna.
Thank you for having me. And for those of you in the room who I have not met, which there are a few, I'm Deanna Brand. I'm the Executive Director of the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board for both Delaware and Morrow counties. And I appreciate your consideration of this resolution. This is a national observation for May as Mental Health Month. And this year they have a theme, as they do every year. The theme this year is Look Around and Look Within, which could not have come at a better time for us as a board and as a system. They're challenging us to examine our communities, to look at our institutions, our family structures, our schools, our mental health care, and consider how that impacts the mental health of individuals and people in our community. How that relates to where we are currently as a board is we're getting ready to undergo a strategic planning process. We did it 2 years ago, but COVID related, it was just, I'm going to loosely call it a refresher to carry us through to 2023. And this year we're going to do a full-blown comprehensive effort. So I hope that all of you and everyone in this room, if you don't know me, we'd like to get input from all of you, good, bad, and different, in regards to that process, because that will help dictate the work we do for the next 3 to 5 years. In the meantime, the short version is I'm respectfully asking you to support the resolution in front of you declaring May 2023 as Mental Health Month for Delaware County. Thank you.
Okay. Let's take a vote.
Okay, vote on motion 23-378. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right, now we can have some comments, and if anyone wanted to add to what Deanna eloquently stated.
Well, I'd just like to thank you, Deanna, your board, and the providers you work with for providing the great services that you do, and you just do a really great job. And talk about something that is really needed, unfortunately, with the increase in mental illness and all how it reflects upon families. It really needs, we really need to work on it, and you are, and I thank you for that.
I'd just like to add, Dan and I have had several opportunities to have conversations over the last few months, and your enthusiasm, your dedication to the job you do, and all the people in the county involved in mental health. My appreciation, I don't know if congrats is the right word, but my appreciation for all that they do. And obviously COVID played a role in setting us back in a lot of areas, and thank you very much for all you do.
Yeah, I think kind of following on Commissioner Merrill's comments, that's what I was going to talk about, is COVID really did impact mental health, and we've all seen it. We've seen the statistics. It was a big negative impact for mental health in the country and locally. And so, and again, and I think the governor is really focusing on this issue, which is really good to see. The legislature is trying to focus on ways to, address the concerns and help folks that need it. So again, I want to thank you for bringing it to our attention. And I would read the proclamation, but you said it much more eloquently, I think, and with great passion and so on. So I'll hold off on reading the proclamation. But would you like to get a picture?
Sure.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, Deanna.
All right. Okay, let's continue, Jennifer.
Item number 7, resolution number 23-379, in the matter of approving an amendment to the use of a procurement card for the Facilities Department.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. This resolution amends Sean Reichley's procurement card, increase the daily and single transaction amount. We're finding when the guys are working on some projects and stuff, they're hitting that spending the daily and transaction limits as we see prices increase on materials.
Okay, vote please.
Vote on motion 23-379. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-380, in the matter of approving owner change order number 12 to the construction manager at risk contract between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners and Gilbane Building Company for the Bixby Campus DACC redevelopment project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Have a laundry list of items included in this change order throughout the project. Most notable and the majority of this is for the water meter vault. City of Delaware is requiring us to add a backflow and water meter vaults on the existing service that goes into the campus out there.
How before we vote, how are we coming along? You know
We're
going to ask.
We're still on pushing the schedule a little bit. We're still scheduled. They're looking at doing final inspections for the existing building at the end of July and for the new Sheriff's Administration building the end of August.
All right. Comments? Questions? Vote please.
Vote on motion 23-380. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-381, in the matter of approving a service agreement between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners and BKM Construction LLC for demolition and replacement of city sidewalk at the county's historic courthouse.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This contract with BKM will replace, we have several sections out in front of the historic courthouse here, and I think a little bit, maybe a couple on Central Avenue there. They're deteriorating and need to be replaced.
What about the steps? They include the steps, or some of the steps out front, a little cracks or whatever? Or?
No, not the limestone steps, no. This is just the sidewalks
Okay.
along Sandusky Street.
And so, pardon me, the judge has moved from the historic courthouse?
From the old jail, yes,
From the old jail?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, old
Yep.
jail, right,
yes.
okay. And anyone else in there
No, we
other
have,
than the historical?
we have vacated that building and turned it
Okay.
completely over to the Historical Society.
Okay, thank you.
I did see a for rent sign. at the
Mhm.
historical
They have
society.
for rent signs.
3 offices.
Yeah.
So, good for them. What about the timing on this one, John? The sidewalk project?
I don't have the specifics on there. I would imagine this contractor is pretty responsive. So as soon as we give him the go-ahead, he'll probably start working in the schedule real quick here.
Other other comments, questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-381. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-382, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. Lee Bodnar from the Engineers Office. For your consideration are 8 utility standard right-of-way improvement, right-of-way permits, sorry.
You know, you
There's
can-
nothing out of the
I
ordinary.
always count on now because that one time you messed up.
I know, and I looked up at you and I
I
started
smiled at
laughing.
you, didn't I?
But they're just standard, 8 standard right-of-way permits. They're for utilities. There's nothing out of the ordinary to report.
Are these all in Delaware County?
They are all in Delaware County.
Good to know.
Well, that covers both my faux pas, I think,
Yeah,
until, I still have time yet today, though.
Yeah.
Make a few more.
All right, vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-382. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-383, in the matter of approving a drainage maintenance petition and a ditch maintenance assessment for Ravine Run.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your consideration, this petition was submitted by the property owner. This encompasses 14 lots, a total of 15.8 acres, located west of Owen Field Drive in Orange Township. It's been reviewed by all the necessary agencies, and we would recommend your approval.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-383. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-384, in the matter of approving plans, specifications, estimate, and setting the bid date for the project known as the 2023 Culvert Supply Contract.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, again, for your consideration, this resolution is for the approving the engineering plans for the culverts at Steamtown Road over Indian Run in Oxford Township, at Hartford Road over the tributary at North Fork Creek in Trenton Township, and at Green Cook Road over the tributary at Rocky Fork Creek in Harlem Township. This also sets the bid opening date for May 31st at 10 a.m., and this project is scheduled to begin in the summer and be completed within the fall.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 23-384. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-385, in the matter of approving a contract of sale and purchase of real property between Genoa Baptist Church and the Board of Delaware County Commissioners for the project known as Del CR 13-5.02, Worthington Lewis Center and Rome Corners Road, Delaware County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, this would approve the contract to acquire additional right-of-way property from the Genoa Baptist Church to be used in conjunction with the Lewis Center Worthington Road peanut-shaped roundabout. This project will be constructed in spring of this year and conclude in the summer of 2024. This expenditure for the acquisition will also be reimbursed through the federal highway funds. So the funds are covered through the federal program, and this will help expedite the peanut roundabout.
All right. Vote, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 23-385. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-386, in the matter of levying the special assessment for the construction of the Rolson Pyatt Road in Berlin Township, Delaware County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your consideration, this resolution is to levy a special assessment on the Berlin Farms Development, which is an MI Homes product, for their fair share for the construction and improvements costs involved in the Berlin Station Road and the Rolliston Pyatt Road area. It's the northerly section of the roundabout that is up there, and it's in the amount of $546,000. This resolution is something that they've actually requested.
Okay. Comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-386. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-387, in the matter of approving plans, specifications, and estimates and setting the bid dates for the project known as Del TR 119.056 Old Sawmill Road and Presidential Parkway.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your consideration, again, this resolution is to approve the engineering plans for the roundabout at Old Sawmill Parkway, or Old Sawmill Road, pardon me, and the Presidential Parkway. The project is being funded by Liberty Township, the City of Powell, the county, with OPWC funding and also federal highway funding dollars supporting the project. The bid date would be set for May 30th at 10 a.m., and the project will begin this summer and be completed by the spring of 2024. We would request your approval.
Okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-387. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you,
All right,
Commissioners.
thanks, Lee.
Lee, sorry, just one quick question.
Yes,
I know you've told us before, but Red Bank Road, when is that due to be repaved?
That will be done this construction season.
Okay, okay, all
So that
right.
is scheduled for approval. I can let you know the exact dates. I'd be happy to share those
Oh,
after I go back
okay.
to my office.
Okay, great, thank you.
Certainly, but I know it is for this season.
Okay, super, thanks.
Very good.
Item number 16, resolution number 23-388, in the matter of approving transfer of funds for the Title Administration Fund as well as the General Fund and a transfer of appropriations.
So moved.
Second,
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Justin Navi, Director of Finance. This request pertains to a transfer of cash from the Auto Title Fund and transfer of first quarter casino tax revenue to the Capital Improvement Reserve Fund. And both of these transfers are going to support the Bixby campus project, In addition, there's an entry for a transfer of appropriations within the Permanent Improvement Fund. And I'd be happy to answer any questions you have on this item.
Okay. I didn't really have any questions, but a comment. I wanted to acknowledge and thank Clerk Natalie Frabel for extremely well-run title office that does provide us with some excess funds.
Right.
That, thankfully, she's committing those funds to be invested in the Bixby campus, which will help everyone. So,
She does such a great job. She also has dealerships outside the county that she services, and to the benefit of the taxpayers in our county. She does a great job.
yeah, I
she
mean,
does.
multiple dealerships from outside the county come to Delaware County to work with her title office because they just do a great job. So it's a real compliment to her and everyone in Delaware County benefits. So let's take a vote, please.
Vote on motion 23-388. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Brings us to administrator report.
Just wanted to note that the Transportation Improvement District meeting that was scheduled for this Wednesday, May 10th, has been moved to the following Wednesday, May 17th, at 9:30.
Okay, Don?
And I have nothing, thank you.
Eric, anything? Okay. Commissioner?
Eric, you forgot to wear
Pink.
your pink jacket. My terrible sense of humor, I apologize. I have, tomorrow evening is a foster care event that we do annually to honor the foster parents in our county who really are a tremendous asset, and the fact that they take their time and to help a child or children in some cases who are, let's say, not being treated well, and whatever the situation may be. It's always an honor to attend this event, and I look forward to attending tomorrow night. And Wednesdays, Chris Boss and I are going to go to this CCAO event that's going to be in Logan County up in Bell Fountain area. That's the central region, and I look forward to joining Chris for that as well. And that's all I have.
Okay. Commissioner Lewis?
Well, let's see, we attended the Wolf Water Center opening at Delco Water, their new facility, or facilities really, and it was quite impressive. And also heard one of the most impressive speakers I've ever heard, who was actually in the bunker on 9/11. And he went through, he is now allowed to speak about it. He couldn't speak about it until 2010. And so it was very scary, but yet, oh my gosh. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, Colonel Darling now.
Right,
Yeah, with
that's
his name
right.
and Fascinating, great speaker, fascinating story, great details. It was scary is a good word for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And just the huge decisions that were being made on the fly. And so anyway, they did a fantastic job of getting us through that. But again, great story to learn about.
Right. One more thing. If you haven't read it already, take time to read in the Delaware Gazette. It was Saturday, May 6th. Our prosecutor, Melissa Schiffel, has a column on taking responsibility for your actions. And in that article, she gives kudos to Delaware County Public Defender, Carlos Crawford, for the role that he played with one of the juveniles, I believe. Let's see. He was a juvenile when he accepted. He was 18. Actually, when he committed a crime, but he did accept responsibility for it too. So she really goes into a little bit more detail about the importance of taking responsibility for your actions, which is the title of her column.
I have not read that. I will
Yeah,
sure read that.
it's great, and it just really shows taking that extra time and really caring about the work that people do, and in this case with Carlos, it's great. He really turned around this man's life.
It's great. Good to hear. Good to hear. Just a few other things. We had Morpsey Executive Committee meeting on Thursday. That went fine. Had a CCAO Jedi call Friday morning, and our deputy county administrator was the featured speaker. Eric Hostutler spoke about the proposed eminent domain legislation. Did a great job and convinced really filled in a lot of knowledge to the committee, which is a number of county commissioners. So I really appreciate Eric's contribution to that conversation. The point groundbreaking is tomorrow. I will not be able to make it though. That's over at ODOT for the whole big 2-year the point project on the east side of Delaware. Foster parent dinner. I'll be going to that. I haven't gone to that in a while, so that'll be good to see. I know that they just do an outstanding job. Symphony Link Up concert is Wednesday. This is the community enhancement grant that we do with the symphony. They've got a short concert on Wednesday at Great Chapel.
Yeah, and I was planning on going to that, but because I'm going to be in Logan County, I'm not going to be able to make it, so it's just,
Hopefully-
unfortunately, I'll miss it.
Yeah, should be able to make it. That should be fun because it's fourth graders. Playing. I think they're called recorders. Those big things.
Oh, yeah.
So that should be,
Yes.
should be entertaining. Last I went to the Science Festival ribbon cutting celebration at COSI on Saturday morning, and that was a riot. There were just 1 million kids there and people very festive and so on. Just COSI is a really fun place, so if you get a chance, go. We do not have need for executive session.
We do not, so that puts us in recess until 1:30.
Okay, so we'll go into recess until 1:30 this afternoon.